Dredge. This game uses an autosave feature. Do not turn off the game when you see the symbol. Now they say that about autosave games. Now, you know, I remember very distinctly on my Gran Turismo 2 on a PlayStation 1, the original, not the remake PlayStation 1, but like the original PlayStation fucking gray box. Which I think was straight up an original, or the second version. It had the sound scope feature. If you don't know what I'm talking about with PlayStation original and the sound scope feature, you don't know PlayStation at all. Anyways, I think it was I think it was the original model. Had it where it says, don't turn off the game during save, or don't remove the card during save. And I was saving the middle of my Gran Turismo game. Dude bumped into it, knocked the whole thing off. You're going to get an echo. Hold on. Dude bumped into it and knocked, screwed up my game card. But I started the game, I restarted the game, and I looked through to make sure all my stuff was there. Everything looked fine, except for the car that I was driving, which I was already partial to anyways. Corvette Stingray 1969 coupe with fucking ermine white and Marlboro red. With it looks like it's got like a 2-inch lift on it, but just enough to keep it off the bumpers, man, when you really get into a turn. And that car registered on its top speed that it was 999 point whatever the max speed was. I registered it was the max speed. I can't deny that it was nice having that sitting back. Well, how did you get that? How did you do that? When I had the Gran Turismo people come over there, well, you can't do that. And I was like, yeah, I know I can't do that. That's what it says. Well, how'd you make that happen? I don't know. That's what it says. I hauled ass on the track. That's what I told them. You know, I was just that good. And one night sitting back, and you know, it happened. I had a lot of guys like didn't realize like the game had to have glitched. Like I had guys like, how the fuck, man? He had to have done this thing with this thing to make glitch that way. And then I remember in Gran Turismo 3 there was like it was a big thing having a glitch of an Escudo, which I mean that was just a glitch in the game with like the way the power works and shit. But you get the Escudo just right to max out the speedometer on like the longest tri-oval track. I mean, a track like that is not even existent. So yeah, no, it was fun being able to max that shit out. And boy, you do, man. You're just zap, turn, zap, turn, zap, turn, zap, turn, zap, turn. It's crazy. Okay, address. Oh, it wants me to hold the button. Yeah, it wants me to hold the button. It's one of those games. Don't just push a button, you gotta hold a button. I'm going to play with my sound a little bit here, guys. Good God, if I'm in a... I tell you what, if I'm in a smaller environment, say less than 1,000 people, that cello floating from one side to the other is what I got. No. Nobody needs that kind of music moving around them. Settings. Language, good. Game mode, I'm not sure. By God, that... Oh, Jesus, that was awful. Oh, this next thing isn't gonna go better. But kind of actually better. English. Game mode. No, I didn't ask to change tutorials. Let's go to game mode. When passive mode is enabled, monsters will not target the player and scary random events will not spawn. Well, that's kind of getting ready half the game, isn't it? Passive. When passive mode is enabled, monsters will not target the player and scary random events will not spawn. So normal mode is that the monsters do target the player and scary random events will happen. Because I guess that's what we want for the game. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice for the game to tell me what the controls are while I'm playing it. That's handy. I mean, some of these things I don't even know why they make it a fucking option, man. Like, okay, the 24 or 12 hour. Like, you have to denote, yeah. Like it says, the 3 p.m. is fine, or 1500, you just AM, PM, that's fine. Because even if you know military time, you're already on the fucking civilian time anyways, too. I mean, it's one and the same. Because I can multiply by 12. It's one of those things like, can you add or subtract 12 from a number? I know it's a little more difficult than 10. but can you subtract 12 from 13? What number is it? Now you're standing in the daytime. Like 12 hours from now would be somewhat darker. It's just like people don't get it, man. And then I get questions, I've heard. why is there 24-hour time? Where's the military time? Why do we have this thing and some people can use it and other people can't? Well, were you ever in military? No. Were you ever in one of those countries that possibly force you into military? Like you have to like as a public service, you do this much time in the military. Did you ever been in one of those places? No. Okay, so yeah, military time is kind of a thing, so that like I don't accidentally call somebody and say, "Hey, this artillery needs to be dropped on this field that I'm leaving at 6 a.m. Artillery needs to be dropped on that field at 6 p.m." That's the easiest way I can explain it to somebody. It's like, we better get our goddamn times straight. Like, damn. Sorry, guys. Because you get 1,800 hours. What's your 3,600 hours? Oh no, that's a count up to something. You don't get that. You got to count down, brother. $16, Sorry, guys. I got so many numbers in my head, I can't ever keep them straight. Especially when I get to counting something. Really counting something. That's the stock market. And then you're just still counting the other thing in the back that you're not supposed to be counting, but still that's like in your head and you count all that crap, man. Fuck. I gotta move on. Here we go. Here's an angler wanted. Look at that angler going. Well, that's a man into a storm for a catch, isn't he? Oh, that is not the way you want to do it, though, buddy. Because costs you more money than your catch, I bet, unless you get to claim the island. Ha ha. Boy, there's some grand maritime stories. Get your ass out there and chase some stuff, and that's where you find the islands and things that have been abandoned and are totally not on the map. And well, I'm at this location and this location and this location, so there's a thing here, man. It does happen. Or I'm sure you've all seen it. How about the story about the guy? It really is. He's got it basically his own nation sitting there, little tiny thing of a couple of pillars of an oil rig. That's his. Like, the smallest fucking thing on the planet, as far as I know, is like, you know, he's his own thing. He gets to make his, gets to do his thing there. Just, psh. Next to North Korea, that's probably the biggest dictatorship on the planet. But, I mean, you know, do you really call it a dictatorship when, like, one consistent guy living there, and yeah, it's just your house, man. Into a game. Let's see. The morning light lifts your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, bully in the alley. Anyways. Get the cop to take you back to a good, safe place. Short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers. Let me try this again. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greta Morrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see your new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I have a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later and discuss more details. He seems like a worthy and trustworthy fellow. A trustworthy fellow. Nah. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on time. It can only creep you out. Oh, keep a close eye on the time. It can only creep up on you. I don't even know what I named this one. Oh yeah, did you get lost fishing? Gaming 3.0, huh? How does it? Much appreciated. Subbed. Let's see what we got now. It's flashing at me. Here's a thingy. Move forwards with L. Use. Yeah, so I'm using. Okay. Just height, yeah. check settings for stuff. Okay, fishing. We're fishing without wrecking into stuff. X to fish. Square to start fishing. Oh. Okay. Oh, I got what? What? I got, yeah, okay. Oh, this is my inventory. Can I move in my inventory, my current inventory? General. Game mode normal. Clock style 3 a.m., 3 p.m. Tutorials on. That's right. We're gonna go to Imperial because screw you, European guys, man. It's all about Imperial. Everybody wants to go to the foot. It's a foot in a pound. No, I know it makes no sense. Anyway. Relaxed fishing mode. Enable this if you're having difficulty completing the fishing or dredge mini games. With this setting enabled, it might be a bit longer, but you'll always successfully complete a mini game. Choose whether the visual effects for the haste ability are enabled or disabled. What? Just between having the radial menu button or letting it act as a toggle. Wow, man, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to take a minute on that. All that. Rotate the camera at just a height. Go get some fish. Oh, okay. What? What? Ain't none of that explained for nothing. Let's just go fishing. I don't have the right equipment. See how stuff is all kinds of curved, and I was wondering if I could like kind of Tetris stuff into my inventory. I don't even know what the guy wanted from me, man. Let's sail back to port here. Okay. The square button is lighting on and off. X button is whatever the hell that's doing. triangle is bringing up my menu. Why just not park it next to it, right? Or I just can't select the thing, right? Once it got highlighted, I just hold the X button. Oh, okay. Glad that was explained. You step onto the dock at a Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss a matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. Matter of opinion. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, but we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, I'll need to sell fish. So to recap, coming from the mayor's own words, not exploiting you at all, totally not taking advantage of his position and whatsoever. So to recap, you need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understood? No. Where's my no option to this? Like, no. I'll just start cutting down your public fucking forest, man. No. Like, I'll go abandoned island on the other fucking side of whatever the island is, man. Like, do you think that's enough? Just give me a little raft, I'll make it around. You enter a squalid shack in the fringe of marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around. A downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. It takes a certain type of person to last after here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyways, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you're still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you work on paying it off first. Let's see what you got. Not much, buddy. That's it. The mayor is standing outside the the fishmonger store. Excellent work. I've no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you can make something out of it. What? Don't feel like it? A curious looking component. Should be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright. She mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Hey girl, what's happening? As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to damaged hull. Your damaged hull. My damaged hull. I assume. She looks at you briefly, turning her back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, not in the business doing favors around here. Payment is upfront and everything takes time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hole she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. Old school boats, man. You think of a ship on a queen's ship. Let's talk an actual queen ship, and this is what the old theorem is. Yeah, the queen ship. You have the ship on the sea, and the hull gets blasted out of the side of it, and they replace 3 boards along the side of that ship. That continues until the whole ship is rebuilt from damages. The same ship. This is what she's doing. Is every bit of this ship is different. It's not what it was before. Oh, I got no money. Eh. I don't even know. So that's like some sort of report. LRR1 or L1R1 does nothing. Back to the report. I get nothing. I'll come back to that. Already, as far as I know, this is the island, and they're flat. Okay. Flat Earth model is what I'm working on. Oh goodness. Well, I certainly have some work to do. So I have no idea how that kind of fishing is going to go. Let's do. Oh, see, I messed it up. I messed it up somehow. I think. Did I? Move to a fishing spot. Look for splashes on the surface and press the thing. I'm trying to do that without like racking to other stuff. Hey man, like it keeps insisting on moving my camera towards crap I don't want. So I'm going to go through the channel that I know is safe, back towards a dock. Oh, I'm not stupid. I'll tell you what, I got a better game I'm gonna cruise on to.